you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.
Fantasy Headliners Nation. Headliner Nation. Fantasy Headliners for the nation. I'm a headliner. I'm a headliner.
Yo. Analytics off the chain. All the channels not the same. Jake and Kyle, you know the name. Headliner Nation, we running the game. Y'all stuck on third down. Your content's plain Jane. Headliners on top now. We gonna move and change. Podcast off the rip. Draft guide, so legit. Fantasy world, our game tight. You know we about that job life. Stuck in a rut and you need some motivation. Head to the channel for this Headliner Nation.
I'm a headliner.
We're back. I literally didn't even leave my seat. Came right back. Right back live again. Watching the Kansas City turnover. Yo, man, I'm exhausted. Whew. We're going to answer start and sit questions. I just feel this morning, I feel mentally exhausted. I just feel mentally exhausted this morning. Let me get my rankings up. Let's go through and do our normal routine here real quick. Give me a second. Let's talk injuries first. Injuries. Ethan. There we go. Josh Downs, who is a game time decision, is trending towards in right now. Puka is going to be in today. Kristen Hagstrom becoming a member of Holden Chubb. Kristen, thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation, this family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. J Center 619 celebrating a month membership with us. Pick one in a full PPR. Addison, Cooper, or Dallas Goedert. Cooper's probably going to be your safest bet there. Addison will have your highest upside, though. To assailed Tyreek a little bit on that one. Yeah, threw it kind of behind him. Matthew Stafford out. Other players already ruled out today. CEH is already out. Dameon Pierce and Robert Woods are already out. Curtis Samuel's out. Devontae Parker's out. Drake London is out. Darren Waller obviously out. Josh Palmer's out this week. So not a ton of injury updates. For a majority of it, kind of Stafford and Nacua were the two that we were watching. Nacua looks like he's going to play. Stafford is not. Someone get Taylor Swift to London. Was flexing Nacua, but with Stafford out, should I flex Dotson instead? Dotson's going to have higher upside than Nacua, but Nacua has put together way better numbers this year than what Dotson has, so he's absolutely going to be safer. Mac becoming a member for the second month and a full PPR. And a full PPR, Puka, White, Higgins, or Flowers in the flex. If that's Rachaad White, we'll go ahead and go with Rachaad White. IR fan, becoming a member for the 8th month, Cole Kmet or Jonnu Smith in a full PPR. Jonnu Smith will be safer for me. Elijah Wilmot, becoming a member for the 15th month. Should I start Kupp with Stafford out? I have locking it. I'm not sitting Cooper Kupp. If you want to sit Puka Nacua, I understand. I am not sitting Cooper Kupp. So I'm going to just blanket analysis that for you all right now. The only way I tell anybody to sit Cooper Kupp today is if you've got like top 12, 15 options, multiple of them above him. We've got 4 teams on a bye this week. We're dealing with injuries. If we're trying to sit Cooper Kupp, I think we're getting a little too cute with it. I'm still starting Cooper Kupp. Someone's going to have to get targets. LA is still going to throw the football. The best wide receiver on that team and one of the best wide receivers in all of football absolutely will get some targets today. Does he have a high floor or a high ceiling? Probably not a really high ceiling. I'm not sitting Cooper Kupp. It's just not happening. I mean, I am playing Aaron Jones as well, and I'm playing Aaron Jones over Dell, over Lockett, over Dell, over Singletary, and over Quentin Johnson for sure. Let's take a look at weather real quick. Someone last week, I forget what game it was. It was a game last week that it rained basically the entire game. And I can't remember what game it is. But one of the games last week, it basically rained the entire game. And during the live show in the morning, I had actually said, based on the weather reports, it's not supposed to rain. There's supposed to be some on and off sprinkles. And then it rained basically consistently the entire game. And somebody was like, hey, man, I thought you said it wasn't supposed to rain. And I'm like, dude, I'm a fantasy analyst. I am not a meteorologist. I am literally just reading to you the weather report. Like, if you're upset about the weather report, then go to weather.com and ask them why in the world they've got it listed at that. I was like, I'm not a meteorologist, man. Protein water is delicious. All right, I mean, there's no weather to talk about today. Absolutely none. LA and Green Bay, 0% chance of precipitation. Tampa Bay, Houston, indoors. Minnesota, Atlanta, indoors. Washington and New England, 0% chance of precipitation. Arizona and Cleveland, 1% chance of precipitation. Seattle and Baltimore, 0% chance of precipitation. Who in the chat a minute ago, I was going to bring this up and then I forgot about it. Someone in the chat a minute ago was like, I'm so glad I sold high on Mostert. There he is. Touchdown for Mostert. Now, if Miami can get a stop here and they can keep this in a little bit more of neutral game script, then Mostert has a shot to put up some more numbers here in the fourth half. Fourth half? Did I just say fourth half? Fourth quarter. Could you imagine being one of those security guards at a football game? Number one, you have to basically stand there and stare into the crowd the entire time. So you don't even get to watch the football game. You have to stand there and stare up into the crowd the entire time. Well, then somebody scores behind you and whips a football past your head up against the... Could you just imagine being like, whoa! Jose. Nope, I gotta go back up a little bit. Freddie Najaro celebrating a month membership with us. Risk Josh Downs in the flex or start Singletary or Dell in a full PPR. Josh Downs looks to be playing today. He is trending towards being in, so I'm okay running with Downs in the flex. Sergeant Anxiety becoming a member for the 8th month. Hey, man, watch the videos like religion. I love y'all. We appreciate you, Sergeant. And a full PPR pick 2 between Addison, White, and Ford. I'm assuming that's Rachaad White, so I'm going to go Rachaad White and Jerome Ford there. Jose. Gaolio? Gaola? I screwed that up. But Jose, becoming a member for the 4th month, start 3.5 PPR. Godwin, Puka, Devontae Smith, and Gabe Davis. I'm going to go Godwin. I'm going to go Gabe Davis. If you're wanting to play it safe, then go with Puka here. If you want more upside, then go with Devontae Smith, for sure. Baytown. Becoming a member for the 23rd month. Current lineup, Mostert, Henderson, A.J. Brown, Gabe Davis, Hunt at the flex. I have Ramondre, Osborne, and B-Rob Jr. on my bench. Would you make any changes? I would put Ramondre in over Henderson. If you want more upside, I would pay Ramondre over Henderson for sure if you want more upside. Go Eola? Is it like that? Listen, if you've been around long enough, which you have because you've been a member for a while, you already know that my ability to pronounce names is lacking. We'll say that. We're lacking in that department. Okay, so no weather to talk about. Injury-wise, Stafford out. Puka trending towards playing. Josh Downs trending towards playing. Those would be the only two. Those are like the only injury ones. So pretty slow morning for the most part. Supreme, there's no weather in Green Bay. Suck it, Supreme. So is the X pronounced? So is it Gax? Do you actually enunciate the X there? Terry Hudak becoming a member for the 13th month. What up, Swag? Happy to have heard the good news on your daughter. Appreciate that, Terry. Would you consider playing Singletary over Pollard in a full PPR having bad matchups? I'm not willing to go that far. I would play Pollard still. That's one of those ones that it's like, that's getting a little too cute for me. I'll go Rashawn over Algier and Dylan, Papa J. Ryan Davis gifted a membership to the Headliner Nation community. Let me go ahead and pop the chat out real quick, and let's take it back over this way. Let me see if I can find anything on Joe Mixon real quick, but I haven't heard anything that would deem him even like close to being out. Or trending towards being out. No, it looks like he's. I mean, I'm not seeing anything where anybody expects him to be out. I'm not seeing anything that expects him to be out. I'm rolling with Joe Mixon. Crystal Rodriguez, welcome to Holden Chubb. Thanks so much for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation family. Myrna Morales gifted a membership to the Headliner Nation community as well. Myrna! My favorite Myrna. Thank you so much. Appreciate you for gifting a membership to the community. A big scrumptious. Listen, we already got the community to agree on switching my nickname from Swag Rich to Big Tasty. We can't go from Big Tasty to Big Scrumptious now. We gotta stay with Big Tasty for a while. And a half PPR pick one between Puka, Davis, or Watson. Is that Gabe Davis? I'd probably go ahead and go with Gabe Davis over Puka this week. Chris All In gifted a membership to the Headliner Nation community as well. And a full PPR from Chris All In, Aaron Jones, Michael Pittman, and Nico Collins. Since it's a full PPR, I'm going to go with Jones and Pittman there. Sumdum. What up, Kyle? Chuba, Dotson, or Dell at the flex in a PPR league. Chuba's going to be your safest bet. Dotson is going to have the highest upside, but I will go with, I'll still go with Chuba there. Myrna, hey Kyle, need your advice once again. In a full PPR league, I need a flex, either Hollywood Brown or Ramondre Stevenson. Thank you again, handsome. Forehead kisses. Ooh, someone came up with Big Scrumptious. We're going to go with Ramondre there. Ramondre Stevenson for sure. Gonzalo, becoming a member for the 13th month. Need help in the flex in 2 full PPRs with points for 40-plus yards. 1, Nico or Taylor. Is that JT, Jonathan Taylor? I would still go Jonathan Taylor over Nico. And then Pittman, Nakua, or Stevenson. Thanks, Nation. Stevenson will have your highest upside. Pittman will be safest, though. Rhonda and a full PPR flex one from Gus Edwards, Flowers, or Lockett. Gus Edwards will be your safest bet. Lockett will have your most upside. Ryan, I have still got DeAndre Swift over Ramondre Stevenson. Keontae, what up, Kyle? What up, Kyle? Chuba, DK, DJ Moore, pick one in a full PPR. Probably going to lean towards DJ Moore there for a little bit more upside. Chuba might have a little bit of a safer floor, though. Gonzalo, you're welcome. Buck, Kyle, I'm hurting. I can't help you with that. I can't help you with that, Buck. I'm sorry that you're hurting. Maybe ice. Maybe a nice compression. Start Howell or Heineke in a full PPR. I gotta look it up. Hold on. Give me just a moment. Howell or Heineke? We've got Howell higher. We've got Howell higher. TJ. Collins, Godwin, Singletary, and Hubbard. Need just one. I'm going to go with Godwin there. Josiah, Nico or Flowers? Always appreciate the insight. Josiah, I'm going to go with Nico. Sammy Sosa in a standard league. Douglas, Brandon Cooks, Dobbs, or Downs, who isn't 100% healthy for my flex spot. I'm okay. I probably still lean Downs here. In standard leagues, it probably does bring Douglas a little bit closer. But me personally, this late in the season, I'm probably rolling with Downs. How do I feel about Singletary with Pierce out? I'm not overexcited about Singletary because it's still not the best matchup in the world for him. Now, I will go, Crystal wants to know about Freeman or Singletary. I'm okay to go Singletary there. That I'm okay with. Pollard or Cooper from Aaron. I'm going to go Pollard. Kristen, Puka or Amari Cooper. Thank you. I probably lean Amari Cooper, and I don't love it. Jerome Ford or Singletary, Carlos? That's Jerome Ford for me. Stephen H. Dobbs, Rashid, Roshan, or Madison in a full PPR. Roshan's probably going to have a little bit of a better floor than Rashid. Rashid Shaheed, though, has a much higher upside. Puka or DJ Moore, Duff Dog? I'm definitely going to go DJ Moore. Jason, I'm going to go Hunt over Roshan or Dell. Daniel, I will go Downs over Shaheed since it's a full PPR. Roxton, in a full PPR, choose one running back, Stevenson, Ford, or Moss. I have Moss as my highest ranked running back of that group this week. Eric E., need 2.5 PPR. I'm going Stevenson and Hunt and sitting Henderson. Carlos, forward kisses back to you. Stem base, Rashad White or Hendo? We're going Rashad White. And then pick one for the flex, Downs, Hunt, or Hubbard. I'm going to go with Hunt there. Bill, Pittman or McLaurin? So Pittman I definitely see having a much better floor than what McLaurin does. McLaurin probably has a little bit more upside, but I don't think it's a ton. I probably roll with Pittman. Ronnie, believe it or not, in a full PPR, I think I'm okay with Stevenson over Puka this week. And who would have thought that a couple of weeks ago we would have said something like that? Carmen Savage gifted a membership to the Headliner Nation community. Carmen, appreciate you. Thanks so much for the support and gifted a membership. Dustin, Bijan Hunt or Aaron Jones in a standard league. I've still got Bijan higher. Nathan, what up, Kyle? In a standard, I need 2 wide receivers and 1 flex between Olave, Nakua, McLaurin, Higgins, Cook, and Collins. Give me Olave and give me Higgins for sure. If you want to play it safe, go with James Cook. If you want a little bit more upside, go with McLaurin. Kyle, with Stafford being out, doesn't change your thoughts on Henderson getting more work than Stevenson? Not really, because I still think Stevenson is going to get a nice amount of work this week. The biggest thing being his work in the passing game is one that I definitely like. Mostert starting to heat up a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Stevenson or Hubbard in the flex in a standard league, I probably still go with Stevenson there. Deshaun Watson or Josh Downs in a super flex? Oh, did he just fumble the football? Was it Mostert or was it somebody else? Oh, man, that dude just came in punching. Who was that? The defensive lineman didn't even try to tackle him. He just took a gigantic swing at him. Puka or Aaron Jones? Definitely going with Aaron Jones there. Ginger Snowman becoming a member for the 6 months and a half PPR. Risk it and play Downs or drop Khalil Herbert and pick up and play Dotson, Shaheed, Robinson, or Dell. Other running backs are Monty Pollard, Saquon, and Stevenson. I'll keep Herbert and I'll just play Downs. I'll keep Herbert and just play Downs. Maddie, I'll go with Chuba over Foreman in a full PPR. CJ, TJ Hawkinson to me is still going to have a way safer floor than Terry McLaurin. So if you need to play it safe, go with TJ Hawkinson. If you need upside, go with Terry McLaurin. Maua family, flexing a standard. Michael Thomas, Tank Dell, or Dobbs. I'm okay going Michael Thomas there. If you need a little bit more upside, then you could potentially go Tank Dell. Thomas a little bit safer for me, though. Miguel, Deshaun Watson or Josh Downs. That's really just a coin flip, honestly. I mean, typically in a Superflex leagues, your quarterbacks are going to get you more points, so I probably go ahead and just go with Watson. Please help, Kyle. Playing my 14-year-old nephew in first place is on the line. How can I put a hex on Burrow and Chase? You know what you could do is you could call up your nephew and just tell him, man, I just read about Joe Burrow, had an awful night last night, and just try to feed him some stupid line to get him to put him on his bench. He's 14. He's probably super gullible. Carmen, PPR, Mac Jones or Taylor Heineke, and then Dylan or Douglas. I'll definitely go Douglas over Dylan for sure. Mac Jones or Heineke? Let me look real quick on that one. We have got Mac Jones higher than Heineke this week. Are people sleeping on Jaren Hall? I wouldn't think so. I mean, I don't think... First off, I hate the terminology, y'all sleeping on. We're not sleeping on anybody. We did an analysis on them, so it's not like we're just forgetting about them. We've talked about Jaren Hall a ton, and it relates firmly to the players around him. We don't know what we're getting from Jaren Hall. Jaren Hall was not the type of running back or the type of quarterback that was Mark. I'll get it in just a second. My bad. You're right. I did miss it. Jaren Hall was not the type of quarterback that had refined skills coming out of BYU. He had some upside due to his potential ability and athletic ability to run the football a little bit, strong arm. But when you look at him, definitely a lot that needed to be done with footwork, processing speed, accuracy, things of that nature. So I think it says a lot that they went out and they traded for Josh Dobbs right away. I think that says a lot about Jaren Hall. So Jaren Hall, I definitely could see getting the start today, but if it doesn't go extremely well, it's not going to last long. Mark Camacho, and that really is just a late-round rookie quarterback, because how many of them actually end up panning out, right? Mark Camacho becoming a member for the 7th month in a full PPR, pick 3, Gus Edwards, Walker, Mixon, and Hubbard. Go ahead and give me Walker and Mixon for sure. Edwards is a little bit safer than Hubbard, but Hubbard does have more upside for me. And then in a full PPR, pick 3 between McLaurin, Collins, Flowers, and Downs. Full PPR, definitely going to throw Downs in there. And then I'll do McLaurin, and I'll offset that a little bit with some upside from Collins. And then in a half PPR, pick 3, Jones, Walker, Robinson, and Hunt. I'm assuming that's Aaron Jones. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go Kenneth Walker, probably Kareem Hunt. I don't know who Robertson is, though. You might have to verify for me. Yeah, Brady was a late round pick. We're seeing Brock Purdy have a little bit of success. Obviously not as much as we would have liked right now over the last couple of weeks. MLM, Hunt, Nakua, Wilson, or DJ Moore. Pick one for the flex. Oh, Robinson? Yeah, we'll still go with what I said. No worries. You're welcome. We're going to go with, if we need just one for the flex, I'm probably going to go Kareem Hunt if you want to play it safe. DJ Moore if you want a little bit of upside there. I'm trying to watch the Dolphins drive here a little bit. The creativity in the Dolphins offense is just fantastic, man. I absolutely love watching the Dolphins play. You've got all the motion. You've got people spreading around. You've got speed everywhere. I mean, it's so fun to watch. It's so fun to watch the Dolphins play. I'm going to go DJ Moore over Puka. Sit one from Kenny. Kamara, no. Swift, Taylor, or Walker. Walker is my lowest ranked running back there, so I would sit him. Carmen, I'm going to go... I'd probably go with Dobbs here and just hope that he has one of those high upside games. In a standard league, I'll go with Nico over down, Sammy. I'll go DJ Moore over McLaurin for a safe floor. If you need more upside, though, then it would definitely be McLaurin there. Miami's trying to make a game of it here, driving down the field. See, and one thing Miami does so well is they're so fast and speedy. Like, with Miami, you have to play 100% the entire game. Like, you can't take plays off against Miami because they're way too fast and explosive. Like, you talk about a lot of offenses that, like, run the football and they, like, wear down opposing defenses because of how strong they are on the ground. Like, Miami's pretty much the exact opposite. Miami wears you down because of how fast they are. It's so hard to keep up with for an entire game. Carmen, you're welcome. Joe, Stevenson, Shaheed, Godwin, and Singletary. Give me Stevenson and Godwin there. Hey, Callie. Need upside going up against the number one team in the league. Do I risk flexing Taysom Hill or stick with Lockett in a bad matchup? I'm torn. I would say... Lockett is still going to be a safer bet than Taysom Hill. So I would look at your projections, and I would look at, obviously, your matchup as a whole. And if you look at your matchup and you say, this could end up being pretty close, this is a situation where I really need to take as many points as possible, I'd probably go with Tyler Lockett. If you look at your matchup and you're like, I'm going to be chasing points, right now I'm projected to lose by a lot, whatever it may be, then at that point it's like, all right, let's go ahead and risk it and let's toss Taysom Hill in. That's what I would do. What's the flag going to be for? Callie, appreciate you. Thank you. Do I think Jefferson comes back next week? I think we have to wait and see what happens this week. If Minnesota can go out and get a win this week, then I think the chances are better for him next week. But if Minnesota comes out this week and looks awful and loses, I would not be surprised if he maybe delays it a little bit more. The last thing I read was that he can come off the IR next week, but he doesn't have an update from his specialist as of yet, so he has not even been cleared to practice at this point. So personally, for me, when I look at it, I would say he's probably not going to be back next week. Ben becoming a member for the 13th month. What's going on, Ben? Yo, sup in my 2 Superflex leagues. Not starting a quarterback due to injuries. Hope the community has a better week. It's a tough week. It's only going to get tougher. It's only going to get tougher. Because we're going to be missing every bye week left, I believe, has 4 teams missing, except for one that has 6 teams missing. Jamison Crowder with no Samuel or Van Jefferson with no London. I'd probably go to Jamison Crowder given the game that he had last week. Fearboner, I haven't heard any updates on Justin Fields, so I don't know if he's coming back in week 10 or not. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. Flowers has more upside in a standard league for me. I actually believe Flowers' floor and his upside is better than DK Metcalf. So I probably still lean Flowers there. Benson's is a full PPR. I'm okay to go with Roschon Johnson, and hopefully he gets 5 or 6 targets this week. Dan, dear Mr. Tasty. Howell, Mayfield, Minshew, Daniel Jones, or Bryce Young. We have Howell higher than any of those other quarterbacks. If I read correctly, DK Metcalf has not had a game higher than wide receiver 21 or something like that this year. Wow, Penn State is opening as an underdog at home against Michigan. I'm actually shocked about that, to be honest. With everything going on, I was for sure that they would list it the other way around. Yeah, so his highest finish is wide receiver 21 this season, and that was in week 1. Since then, he's been a wide receiver 21 in week 1, and then he's been wide receiver 40, 24, 25, 36, and 42. His highest points this season is 14.2. 1 game over 100 yards so far. Gerald Everett, Cole Kmet, Njoku, or Schultz, Jay Crossfade. I'm going Gerald Everett. I feel a big game coming from Gerald Everett this week. Flowers or Moss? I'm going with Moss there, Kenny. Andre Downs in a full PPR league has a way better ceiling than what Hunt does. But if you're worried about Downs at all, then just throw Hunt in there because it's not a bad compare, or it's not a bad alternative there for you. Yeah, Fields has a chance to play, but that doesn't mean anything because I don't know how much practice he's had, how much work he's got in. Remember, his injury was to his thumb, so he probably hasn't been able to throw a ton since then. We aren't playing Devontae Smith over Collins. Let me see here real quick. That one might be pretty close. Devontae Smith we have at wide receiver 25. Nico's at wide receiver 16. Daniel, I'll go Aaron Jones over Ramondre. I'll go with Dell and Hunt pipe down. Chat, what would really help me get through a ton of questions in the next half hour is if you have multiple questions, that's fine, but do one at a time. Do one at a time, and then once you get one answered, then type your next one. But just make it super quick for me. Tell me start 1, start 2, start 3, say half or full PPR, and then give me the names. So, like, if you need 2 wide receivers and a flex, and they're all wide receivers, just say start 3 and list all the wide receivers. And we'll get through as fast as we can. Kevin Dobbs is going to have more upside than Singletary, but Singletary will be safer. I will go Moss over Brian Robinson. I am going to go with Godwin over Myers. I would not want to drop either of them, but since it's a super flex league, if your league does benefit quarterbacks a lot more, then drop Myers and pick up Love. And a full PPR, I will go Downs over Myers, Carlos. Michael, I'll go Nico Collins over Rashid Shaheed. Chris L., I did mention this a little bit ago. You might have missed it, but yes, I'm starting Cooper Kupp. There is no way in the world I'm not starting Cooper Kupp. What up, Nick? Ronnie, pick 2, Mixon, Hubbard, Singletary, and a full PPR. Give me Hubbard and Mixon. Mario, flex 1 and a full PPR. Henderson, Godwin, Dell, or Dotson. Full PPR, we're only flexing 1. Give me Godwin there. Is Jag Judy droppable? It really depends on who else you're picking up. Hyde and Zeke, I'll go Joe Mixon over Amari Cooper. Vanguard, I will go Hunt over James Cook. Robbie, I'm going to go Aaron Jones and Chuba if you want more upside. Aaron Jones and Henderson if you want to play it safe. Chris L., I would still go Kupp over Higgins. I'll go Josh Downs over Shakir, fear boner. Jason S., I've got Goddard 1 spot higher than Kincaid because I think Goddard is safer, but if you need more upside, then absolutely go with Kincaid. Pittman, McLaurin, or Nico Collins. If I'm only picking one in a standard league, Nico Collins has more upside, but McLaurin is going to be safer. Tev, I have to pick 2 between Myers, Dotson, James Cook, and Dobbs. If you want as much upside as possible, go with Dotson and Dobbs. If you want to play it safe, I would probably go with James Cook and Jacoby Myers then at that point. If you want to get a little bit of both, then go Dotson and James Cook. And a half PPR, if you want to go Singletary over Madison, I would be okay with that. Singletary is safer because he probably gets more workload than Madison today. Brady, I have to start 2 in a full PPR between Dobbs, Chuba, Hunt, and Kincaid. Give me Hunt and Kincaid there. Dominique, in a full PPR, Aaron Jones, Pittman, and Nico Collins. Give me Aaron Jones for sure. Pittman if you want to play it safe. Nico Collins if you're chasing points. Big Ma, I still have Hawkinson a little bit higher than Kincaid this week. Aaron Stanley, welcome to Holden Chubb. Aaron, I feel like you were already a member at one point, so welcome back. Freddie Najaro, is Miles Sanders droppable? I would wait and see. Let's wait and see on Miles Sanders. James Cook or Stevenson? Give me Stevenson today. Puka, Metcalf, or DJ Moore? I'll go with DJ Moore there. Jose, Puka's going to be a little bit safer than Devontae Smith for me, but Devontae Smith has way more upside, so it really depends on if you're chasing points or not. PPR flex between Aaron Jones, Evans, and Ford. Aaron Jones will have more upside. Ford will end up being the safest of the group. I have Ferguson over Njoku. Swag Tasty or Big Scrumptious? Both. Man, Mostert is looking good at the end of this game, man. Oh, Aaron. Okay, well, welcome back. I'm glad you got that all figured out. Hyde and Zeke, we're definitely going Hunt over Madison. In a standard league, I'm going Aaron Jones over Cook and Hunt. Garrett Wilson has more upside than James Cook, Ed. I would love to see Mostert get another touchdown here. Oh, man, what? I can't believe Tua made that throw. Holy crap. I'll go Higgins over Scary Terry. Stevenson, Moss, or Collins? I've got Moss highest this week. People want touchdowns from Tyreek Hill. That's fine too. I'm still sticking with the Philly defense. I don't want to risk it with the Raiders. The member-only rankings, it's half PPR. Like everything we do is half PPR. We're just chilling on Sunday morning watching football together. Ed, I'll go with Gabe Davis there. Jeez, Nick, calm down. Gabriel, need a flex between Singletary, Thomas, and Dell in a standard league? I'll go Michael Thomas. All right, here's the game. I'm not going to watch the chat because I'm pretty sure if you guys are watching on actual TV right now, you're ahead of me because I'm watching on the NFL app, and that always seems to be a little behind. So I'm blocking the chat so none of you ruin it for me. Timeout. Timeout. No one type it in the chat. Don't ruin it for me, all right? Don't ruin it. I want to see how it happens. Oh, Aaron, it just updated. It shows you back for 15 months. Perfect. Patrick Chung, welcome to Holden Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation today. Myrna, I'm rolling with that. I think you're set. Rory, Garrett Wilson, Thielen, or Addison in a full PPR pick 2. Give me Thielen and Wilson this week. All right, I'm blocking you all out again. I'm blocking you all out so I can see. I mean, good for Miami fighting back, though. Being down 21-0 at half and making it a game. Oh, wow. And a bad snap. What an awful way to end the game. Holy cow. Wow. Was Tua looking? Did he just miss it? It definitely didn't look like the best snap in the world. Man, that's a tough way for that game to end, man. That's a tough way for that game to end. Tony Pollard over Amari Cooper. Collins, Flowers, or Puka. Pick 2. I'll go Collins and Flowers there. What was it, 12:37? Probably a few more minutes. We'll go a few more minutes here. I'll go Stevenson over Cook. Howell over Stroud for me. You have to start 2, Aaron. I'll start Algier and Justice Hill and hope for touchdowns. Godwin over Puka. Everett over Henry at tight end. Rory, enjoy the day. I wouldn't say they're a pretender. And a full PPR flex spot, Amari Cooper or Tony Pollard. I thought I just answered this. It's Tony Pollard. Moss, Pittman, and Singletary sit one. We're sitting Singletary for sure. Anthony, Henderson, or Douglas. I'm going to play with Henderson this week. Just a couple more minutes, chat. Just a couple more minutes. Everett over Njoku. Since it's a standard league, probably going with Henderson there. Godwin would be my next safest bet, though. Swift over Aaron Jones still. Pittman over Flowers in a standard league. Kenny, I'll go Devontae Smith there. Ramondre Stevenson over Nico for the flex. Love you long time. Mirna, love you long time. Appreciate it. Addison, Olave, or McLaurin. Pick 2. I'll go with Olave and McLaurin. Would I start 4 Saints today? It really depends on who they are. Are you talking like Carr, Kamara, Olave, and Taysom Hill? I'd rather not. Kamara for sure. Olave I'd be okay with, but then I'd want to go with someone other than Taysom Hill. Are you crazy to start Shaheed? I wouldn't say you're crazy, but since it's a full PPR, it definitely is a lot closer. PC Vang, absolutely not. Why are so many people trying to trade Travis Etienne right now? He's the RB2. Dobbs or Douglas? Give me Douglas. Stevenson over Cooper. In a standard league, I'll go Gabe Davis and Higgins. Puka, Douglas, and Flowers start 2. If it's full PPR, I'll go Puka and Douglas. Anything else, I'll go Douglas and Flowers. Jonnu over Komet. Puka, DJ Moore, Tank Dell, Stevenson, and Ford. Give me Stevenson and Ford with DJ Moore. Chat, I'm going to go ahead and call it a little bit early today. We didn't even hit 300 viewers in this stream, which makes sense because in the games that have had early morning Sunday games, no one's been watching, which makes sense. So we don't have nearly as many questions today. But I've been live for quite a while, been answering questions the entire time. Probably going to get out of here a little bit early. I'm just not feeling great this morning. I woke up feeling kind of under the weather, so I'm going to take a few minutes to kind of head inside, maybe take a quick shower or something, try to get rid of this headache that I still have. I'm just feeling I'm feeling this morning. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I feel like I've gotten a majority of the questions answered. Not seeing any more come in right now. Fill up the flavor cup, Big Tasty. Yeah, I'll keep drinking water for sure. For show. But all right, Headliner Nation, appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. For everyone that's a member, appreciate you being a member and supporting the channel. Hopefully you're enjoying your membership here. Good luck to everybody. I'll go Josh Downs over DK Metcalf. One too many drinks. We could blame it on that, but I don't drink, so it definitely wasn't that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it there. But y'all have a great Sunday. Hopefully all of your teams win today. If you did any prop bets, pick'ems, anything like that, hopefully those win as well. And I'll be live tomorrow for our What Just Happened show that we do on Mondays. So peace out, Headliner Nation. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you later.
When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing this